over to The Guardian now, Leo, and Uganda is making a misguided pitch to be considered in Suella Braverman's next shortlist, by the sound of it.
So the Ugandan President has signed in this really harsh anti-LGBTQ plus law that has the death penalty for same-sex acts, right before Pride Month as well, so terrible timing. But yeah, it's got a death penalty or life imprisonment for certain acts, up to 20 years in prison for recruitment, promotion and funding of same-sex activities, which would be most of our media in the UK. And anyone convicted of attempted aggravated homosexuality faces a 14-year sentence. I'm not sure what aggravated homosexuality is.
It sounds like, if anything, that should be the one that would be the most, like, severely punished.
Yeah.
And yet that's only 14 years, whereas consensual is...
And you think, I mean, aggravated homosexuality, it's like the same sort of language around, you know, violent offences.
It's basically saying rape, isn't it? That's
oh, is that what
I mean, I would assume
attempted aggravated. I don't know, maybe it's like just someone being very open about it or something, I don't know.
And the bizarre, well, say bizarre, but perhaps more worrying thing about this, I mean, they've said that the president has signed it in, but apparently he had really no option. If he had ignored, he sent it back once for them to rethink it, and they said, no, we really... It's absolutely unanimous. I mean, it's something like 320 out of 322
so the
MPs
people
have voted for this.
The people really wanted it. It's not some strongman leader
all of their
elected officials.
All their elected... Yeah, it sounds like it's absolutely...
Joe Biden's said it's shameful, it's a tragic violation of universal human rights, which it is. They're considering sanctions and whatnot. I think, yeah, do it.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting that the left simultaneously will say that this is abhorrent, and we also need to allow lots of people with these sorts of attitudes into the West.
You're saying that the left are hypocrites? That's insane. But this is really disturbing and horrible to read, because you sort of realise how far we've come. When you read how well, we're doing worse, because over 14,000 homophobic hate crimes and transphobic hate crimes were recorded in the UK in 2021. Only 110 in Uganda, so they're actually way ahead of us. Yeah, but what are those 14,000s were? Like misgendering. That's the difference, I guess, as opposed to...
Uganda has obviously had more tolerant laws for some time. I don't know whether it's had a sudden lurch to the right, or whether they have become... It's like Putin's rhetoric, oh my God, can you see where the West is heading, you know, that kind of thing. And so they're suddenly going, right, we need to absolutely nip this in the bud.
They just got Netflix there.
Yeah, but it's also a massive misunderstanding, seemingly, of what to be gay is, and like that's in any way going to stop it? Like, what do they really think? What effect are they going to think it's going to have?
It probably will stop the acts. It will probably, you know, if you create a powerful incentive against not doing something.
I mean, maybe it'll move it underground or whatever. But
famously in Iran now, of course, they have a lot more trans people because homosexuality is illegal, and so people decide that they are actually just the wrong sex.
And 14% of Iran's youth are self-declared homosexuals. So I mean, it's not, you know, it's not a sort of even though it's a repressive regime, they haven't fully repressed the kids.
Yeah, but this sounds horrible.